Okay, part 2, defeating lust, the truth about male sexual energy. You need to understand, without a shadow of a doubt, you are supposed to feel sexual energy. Okay, this will blow people's minds. I grew up in a super religious environment where it did not feel this way, but you are supposed to feel sexual energy. I hope that's obvious to you, but you were born to feel that sexual energy inside of you. If you're religious, God gave that to man to replenish the earth. If you're atheist, for survival of the species, you need that sexual energy to motivate us to reproduce. However you look at life, the world, you are supposed to have that energy inside of you. I didn't say you're supposed to jerk off and watch porn. I said you're supposed to have that sexual energy. Sexual energy is masculine energy. Sexual energy and masculine energy, which is the same exact thing, is what makes you a man. And it's what makes you masculine. To be masculine, you need more than just to be a guy. You need that masculine energy. Everybody can explain what a masculine energy feels like, but what they don't know is they're actually feeling the same energy, that sexual energy, but it's being channeled to a different part. But it's the same energy. It comes from the same source. You need to understand that this energy is a major advantage, a major advantage that you have as a guy. Just like any form of energy, this energy is your strength. It can also be your weakness. Just like being really physically strong, you can help people with your strength and you can hurt people with your strength. If you're really emotionally intelligent, you can connect to people better. You can listen better. You can also manipulate better. So with every strength, there's an equal fault, weakness. And it's the same with this sexual energy you feel. You've been living in this world where you're only ever seeing the fault because that energy, you don't know how to channel it yet, which is okay, but you just don't know how to channel it yet. So it's always going to the bad. And it does that over and over. You just start to say it's bad. That is not true. It is the biggest advantage you have when you take that energy and redirect it over here. Sexual energy in the bad, it's things like anger, lashing out, it's distractive, loss of confidence, wasting your energy, stills from your lack of purpose and direction, and it sexualizes your brain. We all know that, but sexual energy in the good and its purest form, what it's really meant for, is love. Sexual energy is love. It's patience, leadership, direction, confidence, sharp mind, a stronger body, a better ability to emotionally connect, gives you more emotional intelligence. You're more funny, witty, flirty, charming, motivated. All those things get amplified when they're backed with sexual energy, masculine energy. It's really masculine energy. Masculine energy is sexual sometimes, but it's masculine energy. If you put the average Joe in a F1 car, right? Everyone could agree the F1 car is like a major advantage, okay? But if you gave someone an F1 car and said, go to work, they wouldn't know how to turn it on. They wouldn't be able to drive it. They wouldn't be able to steer it. They'd probably crash, right? But everyone would agree that's a big strength. But if it's just that person doesn't know, and maybe this is a bad example, but I don't even care. You know what I'm saying. That person doesn't know what they have. It's the same thing with this. You've had this power inside of you. You just didn't know it was power. You looked at it as a weakness. And when you don't understand it, it looks like a weakness. A lie you get told by everyone is you need to just stop. You need to just, you're bad for feeling that way. It's like, no. They don't understand what that feeling is. Like when you immediately feel that sexual energy, masculine energy come up, you don't know what to do with it. And the quickest way to release it, because it's a strong energy, the quickest way to release that energy is usually through sexual acts, watching porn, stuff like that. So that's what we just kind of teach ourselves to do, because we have this strength that's so strong, we don't even know what to do with it. You're 12 years old, like, oh! But no, first, when you feel that energy, just breathe. Let that energy spread to every part of your body. Literally feel that energy go all the way to your toes and all the way to your hands. Just feel it. Don't run, just feel it without shame. Now, if you just pause and you take that energy and you now apply it to your purpose, whatever you're doing to achieve your purpose, you're going to notice you have way more strength and capacity. A phrase I've heard it be called is, you use that masculine energy to show love to the world. So when you're feeling that sexual energy, right, breathe and channel it. And when you first feel it in the beginning, you're going to immediately be like, oh, I feel it. Time to go watch porn. No, just relax. Let that feeling come. Just detach from it. Don't try to control it. Just breathe. And you'll literally feel it go through your body. Now, if you use that energy to show love, you'll notice you are so much more impactful. If you use that energy to be patient, you'll notice you are so much more patient. It's so much easier to be patient when you're using that energy. When you use that energy to lead with love and you have that energy behind it, right? Masculine energy, you're a better leader. People feel it. Another good place to use it is for working out or work. Instead of having to drink a coffee or a Red Bull, you just channel that energy inside of you to your work. And you'll literally start to realize it literally gives you superpowers. When you change your mindset about that energy inside of you and start using it instead of losing it and avoiding it and thinking it's bad, dude, you become a weapon. You are a literal weapon. You just don't know it. You just don't know it. And that's okay. Now you do. And what you'll actually start doing is you'll start trying to feel that energy more, which is so funny because when you're trying to defeat lust and you're in these shame loops, you're constantly trying to think of ways to not feel that energy. When you start using it as a weapon, you start trying to feel that energy, right? Successful men, all of them use their masculine energy to fulfill their purpose. They look for ways to increase it. They're very intentional. If you talk to older, wiser gentlemen, they'll tell you, oh, yeah, like they need it. They don't have that energy of youth anymore, but they have that masculine energy. And they need that energy to help push them. Right. And it's really important that you don't waste it. And let's say you do waste it, it's okay because it's going to come back. Just reset and then try again. You don't waste it once. You're going to go weak, strong, then you're going to fail on Saturday night and you're going to be mad at yourself. Don't. Just breathe. Move on. Now you know a little bit more of that sexual energy and you have the ability to channel that energy into good. But you need to have a positive mindset about this. And don't listen to what society tells you about your masculine energy. I don't know why exactly. Men nowadays, at least where I'm from, they're taught to just run from it. They're taught to control it. At the age of 14, you just need to learn to control it, right? Stop looking, control it. That's not how it works. You're supposed to have this energy And if you know how to use it, it'll turn you into a weapon.